Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Kyle McKenzie.
And I'm Shelby Steele. This is your news for November 3rd, 2011.
MSU is constructing a new student organization on campus. NewsCenter has more on the story.
MSU is currently undergoing a new project called Barrier Busters. This project is geared towards making the university safer and easier for students with disabilities. Disabilities Coordinator Evangeline Day says every student can help to make a difference.
It started from an idea, and the idea was that every now and then there are students, as well as, of course, faculty staff, who will inform me of different situations that they notice on campus. Like if they see a student with a disability who's struggling in some way, or it could be anything. It could be, that somebody has just unthinkingly moved some large object into the middle of a sidewalk. And if a student with a visual impairment, attempts to use that sidewalk, someone in a wheelchair who can't really swerve way around this, it's a barrier.
According to Day, the organization will not take up too much of your time. All you have to do is report your idea or concern.
Rather than there being like a obligation to meet on a regular basis, the main way it'll operate is through possibly a team site through the portal. So if they, notice a problem, or even better, have a great idea, they can just submit it through that system.
Day says it doesn't matter if you have a disability or not. Any student on campus can join.
You can have a disability or not have a disability. It's open to any student at MSU who just feels like always been kind of frustrated by, okay, well, I noticed something, or I have an idea that might make things go better for students with disabilities, but just it ended there because they couldn't think of what to do next.
Day believes this is a good organization to get started at MSU.
I think it could lead to some really clever ideas. The independent brainstorming, or that once a semester group meeting, that we'll arrange to just try to come up with things that could benefit the university. So it could be very powerful. I think it could lead to some really great changes.
For more information on Barrier Busters, contact Evangeline Day via email at e.day@moorheadstate.edu.
Over the weekend, the heated Republican presidential primary held its Iowa straw poll after the event had been pushed back for months. Texas Congressman Ron Paul was the victor in the straw poll, gaining 82% of the vote. Congressman Paul spoke earlier in the day and received his biggest audience reaction regarding his plan to bring home all troops from overseas. Following up Ron Paul in the straw poll was ex-Godfather's Pizza CEO Herman Cain with 40 points, even percent of the vote.
Are you looking for something fun and entertaining to fill your spare time? Well, the Fuzzy Duck and Coffee Tree Bookstore might have some options for you to check out.
After settling into their new location in the old Shakers University Cinema building, the Fuzzy Duck and Coffee Tree Bookstore have a variety of events scheduled for their guests. Coffee Tree employee Eric Morris spoke to NewsCenter about a few of these upcoming events.
We tried to utilize this stage as much as possible since we moved down here to the new location. And we have our upcoming second annual spelling bee. And we're doing it a little differently this year. We're going to split it up into a junior section and a master's section. Whoever wins the juniors one can compete in the master's section. And let's see, that would be the juniors would be on Saturday, November 12th, and that will be from 1 to 3 p.m. And then the master's section will be that following Friday from, I think 6 to 8.
Okay.
So, welcome to join. But we also try to do like movie things when there's like books based on movies. So, like we're having a Breaking Dawn party the 17th from 8:30 to 10:30. So you're welcome to join us before we all go to the movie to watch it. And we also try to work closely with the Lexington Children's Theater and the Shooting Stars, and they have workshops going on down here all the time.
Along with the Spelling Bee and Breaking Dawn movie party later this month, the Fuzzy Duck also has an open house this Saturday starting at 10 a.m., where they will be offering 20% off all Christmas items, along with snacks and a free gift for their first 20 customers. For NewsCenter, this is Ariel Ross.
For more upcoming events and information, visit www.coffeetreebooks.com. And we'll be right back after the break with a quick look at weather with Don Young.
When you got some homework and you need a place to go, when you're working on a project and your computer is slow, there's a little place on campus that I think that you should know about. The first story of the library is what I'm talking about. Walk past Java City and then you will see the new commons area is where you should be. They got computers and printers, couches, tables and more. It's the perfect place to go for study time galore.
For students pursuing a career in the medical health field, come check out the new MSU Share Building. The Share Building is located right below St. Clair Hospital on Fleming Avenue. This building will offer students the chance to further their understanding of medical health and prepare them for a future with state-of-the-art hands-on classes.
The Morehead State University Space Science Center has been established to provide a research and educational facility with state-of-the-art laboratories for undergraduate students in space science. The Star Theater located inside functions as a classroom and public entertainment room featuring laser light shows and 3D movies. To contact the Space Science Center, call 606-783-2381. For events in the Star Theater, call 606-783-9593.
Do you feel like playing video games? Or surfing the internet? But you need to study? If you're having trouble focusing on what's important, you may suffer from ADHD. Stop by the Cottle Health Clinic located in Allie Young Hall between 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. or call 783-2055 to make an appointment.
Welcome back to NewsCenter. Let's take a quick look at your weather. Current temperatures outside are around 58 degrees, so an average fall day for this November. It's mostly rainy outside. It's been raining about all day. The storm has worked its way from western Kentucky over to our area, and we're going to see that into tonight. The dew point's around 58 degrees, so that's average for the kind of weather we're having. Record temperatures back in 2003 were set back the high at 81 degrees, the low set back in 1979 at 11, so we're nowhere close to either one of those temperatures today. But let's take a closer look at this storm here. As it works its way to the east, you can see that we're about to hit some of the more intense showers, a little bit of rain, chance of lightning, thunderstorms going into tonight. Taking a look at the temperatures across the Commonwealth, you can see down in Bowling Green temperatures are around 55. Louisville seeing temperatures around 52, as well as Frankfort and Lexington. Covington a little cooler, seeing temperatures up around 51. Down in London, they're seeing temperatures around 53. Jackson, temperatures 58. Over in Ashland, temperatures around 64. So pretty even across the Commonwealth, warming up a little bit as you go into the west. As that cold front moves in from the west, it's kind of cooling off, so we're going to see cooler temperatures going into tomorrow, but then it should be warming back up into the next week. But we'll have more for you here shortly. For now, we'll take it back to the NewsCenter desk.
Welcome to NewsCenter Notices. This week we have Caleb Cornett, also known as Amtrak, and he recently released a new CD. So can you tell us more about your album?
Yeah, this is actually my first full-length album that I've released, and it's kind of like a journey through the genres and music that I've been influenced by in the past like 5 to 10 years. And I'm really excited to put this out. It's been a long time coming.
So what was it like starting in Moorhead?
It was a lot of reaching out on the internet at first to like get exposure, try to get shows, especially with the music that I make. It was difficult for me kind of coming up, but now things have progressed to where it is now, and it's a lot better.
So one of your soundtracks was on MTV. Can you tell us more about that?
The title track off the album came along. We actually shot a music video for in Miami. Me and my friend Corey Damon Black produced it, and we got it placed on MTV by the luck of the draw, and it was pretty exciting.
So what was it like seeing it on MTV?
That was a crazy feeling to see myself on national television. It was kind of like a weird, euphoric feeling, I guess. I never thought that would happen in a million years, so that was very exciting.
Can you tell us the difference of working in Moorhead and working in Miami?
Yeah, when I'm in Moorhead, I usually just work in the studio for the most part because I can't really play gigs here. Everything closes in Moorhead around 9 o'clock. The only bar is Buffalo Wild Wings, so there's not really an outlet for me to play music or anything, so it's all about traveling for me. And in Miami, I'm usually playing, I have residency DJ gigs and playing a lot of shows more so down there, so it's a little different.
So what kind of shows do you work in?
With the album now, I'm promoting more of like a live show where I'm singing and playing instruments and everything, but I kind of grew up from a DJ background, so I kind of play in the clubs when I DJ, and then sometimes I play in live venues. I was recently in New York City at Webster Hall, and I did a live show there where I sang and everything.
Do you have any future plans?
Yeah, I actually have an international booking agent that we just signed with, and I plan to tour Australia and England sometime in the next year, and a U.S. tour is shortly following all of that too.
Can you tell us more about Australia and England?
They told me that I'll be playing a few festivals, supporting some acts that I've really looked up to over the years, so it's like really big for me, and I'm really excited about all that.
Can you tell NewsCenter how you were discovered?
Yeah, it was kind of a luck of the draw thing. A friend of a friend met one of my friends who turned him on to my music, who went to Full Sail in Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida, and he was just upstarting a record label at the time, and picked me up as their first artist, and we've got kind of where we are today from there, which is kind of like a Steve Jobs quote. You can always connect the dots going back, but never forward. It's kind of crazy looking back on how everything connected. It's crazy.
Okay, well, thank you for coming on the show this week.
It's a pleasure.
We'll be right back after this with another look at weather and Cecil program with sports.
What's wrong, dude? Second guessing that cheeseburger? Maybe you should take another look at that before you eat it.
Don't eat me.
Now how could you be thinking of eating that when really you're thinking of a slow-cooked chili-covered geodog with cheese with your selected choice of chips? Throw that thing away. Located on the first floor behind the elevator.
What about me?
Welcome back to NewsCenter. I'm Don Young. Current temperature outside is still sitting around 58, so pretty cool day, but not too bad compared to what we've been seeing into last week. Still raining outside, and it's going to continue that into tomorrow, but tomorrow morning should be pretty nice once the storms have gone through. Humidity sitting around 58%. Overall, pretty calm day. The winds aren't blowing too much, so overall a nice day. Taking a look at this storm that's coming across the Commonwealth, you can see that we're starting to get into some more of the denser storms, a little bit heavier rain showers, but by the end of the night the thunderstorms should be clearing out and it should be a pretty nice weekend overall. Taking a look at your temperatures across the Commonwealth, you can see down in Bowling Green temperatures around 55, Louisville seeing temperatures around 52, capital of Frankfort seeing temperatures around 52 as well, Lexington 52, a little bit cooler up in Covington by a degree, nothing major. Over here in London you can see temperatures around 53, Jackson temperatures around 58, and Ashland the hotspot seeing temperatures around 64. So as that cold front moves from the west and into our area, it's going to cool it off for the next few days, but we should be seeing some warmer temperatures by the end of the weekend. Taking a look at your temperatures across the United States, you can see down over towards the southwest, they're seeing some pretty nice temperatures, but as you get into the Midwest, cools off a lot more, seeing temperatures in Colorado around the 30s and 40s. Moving over into Indiana and Ohio, seeing temperatures in their 50s. If you go up north into Maine and areas around New York, seeing temperatures around 50 to 48, so it's varying across the United States. Miami down in Florida, seeing the nicest area at around 88, so pretty nice overall. Taking a look at that storm on the national level, you can see that it covers about the whole states, crossing down from south to north. Stretches all the way from Michigan down to Mississippi, so pretty massive storm overall. Hopefully it'll be clearing out of our area by the end of the night. As you can see, that storm again, the cloud coverage is stretching off all the way throughout the northeast, so pretty good sized storm. Tonight, chance of thunderstorms, as I was saying with that storm, it's going to be coming through, so once that clears out, it should be a pretty nice day tomorrow. The low around tonight should be around 45, so not too bad, not too cold. Tomorrow we're going to be seeing a high of around 59, partly cloudy. So tomorrow should be a pretty nice day overall. A little cooler, but we'll be warming up into the weekend. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. As you can see, like I said, tomorrow temperatures around 59. There's a small light chance of rain with a low of around 36 degrees. Saturday, the nicest day this weekend, with a high of 62 with a low of 39. It's going to be really beautiful Saturday, mostly sunny. Sunday, we're going to be seeing a little more cloud coverage moving into the area with a high of 65 and a low of 44. Monday, some more nicer temperatures of around 67 with a low of 45. Tuesday, another nice day, a lot warmer temperatures than we're seeing this weekend of around 68 with a low of 44. So temperatures overall warming up this weekend. Should be pretty nice. You guys have any plans for this weekend?
I'm going home.
I'm going home as well, so.
I'm just glad it's going to be pretty.
No more rain, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully for a couple days at least. So it'll be nice getting into the weekend, and it should be pretty nice to go out and get some things done. So for now, let's move on to sports and take it over to Cecil Pergram.
Your home for the Morehead State Eagles, this is NewsCenter Sports.
Both of the Morehead State basketball teams will be in action for the first time tonight at Johnson Arena. The Eagles women's team will kick off tonight's action at 5:30 when they welcome Kentucky Christian to Johnson Arena. Following the women's game, the Eagles men's team will take on Mountain State. That game is scheduled for a 7:45 tip-off. Fans attending tonight's game will get to see the new improvements made to Johnson Arena, including a 47-foot video board on each end of the arena. The MSU Soccer Eagles picked up 2 wins last weekend with a 1-0 win over Murray State on Friday night and a 7-2 victory over Austin Peay on Sunday night. With the victories, the Eagles clinched their fifth straight trip to the OVC tournament. The Eagles will be the 5th seed in the tourney and will take on Murray State in the first round tonight in Cape Girardeau. Game time is scheduled for 8 p.m. The MSU Volleyball Eagles continued their run of success Tuesday night, defeating rival EKU 3-1. The victory pushed MSU's record to 20-6 overall and 15-1 in conference. This is the 6th consecutive 20-win season for the Eagles volleyball program. The win also gave the Eagles the 2011 OVC regular season championship outright. The Eagles will now be the #1 seed when they host the OVC tournament at Weatherby Gym from November 17th through the 19th. The Eagles' next match will be at home tomorrow night. MSU will take on Southeast Missouri at 7 p.m. And now it's time for NewsCenter's world-famous sports trivia. With the MSU Volleyball Eagles' victory over EKU, the Eagles claimed their 2nd straight solo championship. How many OVC crowns do the Eagles have in all-time history? A, 10, B, 8, C, 6, or D, 5? Don, what do you think?
I don't think we've quite reached 10 yet, so I'm going to go with B, 8, and I think we'll see from there.
I'm going to go with B as well. I'm not really for sure, but I know my teachers in school always said go with B if you don't know the correct answer.
Well, I have a lot of faith in our Eagles, so I'm going to say A, 10.
Shelby, you are right. The answer is A, 10. With the win over EKU, they clinched their 10th OVC championship in school history. The Eagles also gave themselves a leg up in hosting the OVC conference tournament in Moorhead. Weatherby Gym historically tends to be at the top of the ranks in OVC rankings as far as attendance go. With all the new improvements at Johnson Arena, fan experience is only going to get better here at Moorhead for all of our programs. And with the new additions, Don, do you plan on going to like any of the basketball games like tonight? They're taking on Mountain State, and you can get to see the 47-inch boards and everything tonight.
Yeah, I know. I mean, last year I went to a couple games, and it was always a good experience then. So I can only imagine with all the new technology they've incorporated into the gym, it should really improve the show. So I'll probably head to a couple games this year for sure.
Absolutely. I think that you'll see a lot of fans, like a lot of students get out there. It's going to be nice to see like all the new interactions with the video boards and see how things work. It's something that's never happened here at the history of Moorhead. And it's, we're going places with it. Kenneth Faree just went to the NBA draft with the 22nd pick last fall. I think our programs are really starting to become something to mess with, and it's a testament to our fan support here at MSU. We have a lot of home support from our students and the people in the community. Now we'll be right back after the break.
Please don't throw that trash on the ground. I know someone is watching you now. Recycle man, recycle man. Please take care of all your waste in a responsible way. Recycle.
Hey man, you're not supposed to be smoking on campus. Don't listen to him. It isn't like anyone's gonna know he's smoking a cigarette. That's a really bad idea. Remember, Moorhead State University is a tobacco-free campus.
yeah, that's right. Get the good stuff. The Java City on campus has just what you need to get you going. Located on the first floor of the Camden Carroll Library.
Recent violence against protesters in Oakland has not stopped them from assembling again. The Occupy Oakland protesters held a general city strike yesterday, inviting everyone in the city to strike from their positions and join the protests against corporate America. During the day, the protesters effectively shut down the Port of Oakland, which is reported to bring in around $39 billion a year in imports and exports. Later in the night, police once again began firing tear gas and rubber bullets at protesters, forcing them to disperse.
NewsCenter asked students whether they will be voting in the upcoming 2011 gubernatorial election. Kristen Doughton has more on this week's Man on the Street.
I'll definitely be voting in the upcoming election. I've voted in every election since I've been 18, whether they be national elections or just local ones. I love having the ability to exercise my beliefs, and I think it's something that everybody should do. If we don't vote, we can't complain.
I will be, and I'll be voting for Ron Paul.
No, I probably will not.
No. I've just decided not to.
Yes, I will be voting in the upcoming election.
Live featured a previous MSU students' band Go Mordecai for their Tuesday night event. Don Young has more.
This week at the BCM, Tuesday Night Live hosted the band Go Mordecai. This musical performance was a special feature T&L decided to do to bring more entertainment to campus. NewsCenter spoke with the producer of T&L to find out how the show is produced and why people volunteer their busy lives to make the show.
Basically what we do is on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock we put on skits and fillers, which are videos that we create. And just basically it's a huge comedy show and we love doing it. The most fun part for me is when we get to come together as a team and just come together and throw out ideas and just make what's going to happen next week a reality.
NewsCenter also spoke to Travis Burgess, the technical director, who shed some light on how things behind the scenes work.
And I'm here every night from about 7 o'clock till 10 or 11 at night sometimes, possibly even 12. And I just run the computer, soundboard, just make sure everything's going smoothly behind the scenes, so everyone out there, they have an awesome time.
T&L is a weekly event and is always open to everyone. Next week, the Kappa Deltas will be hosting T&L. The show starts at 9 p.m. and ends at 10. For NewsCenter, I'm Don Young.
On behalf of Don Young with weather and Cecil Pergram with sports, I'm Kyle McKenzie.
And I'm Shelby Steele. Have a great evening.